Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is intelligent. If you watch it, I promise you benefit. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T.
Thanks for being here. This is Biz D with C, Business Development with Cameron Toth. I'm so excited to bring you this show today. Short and sweet topic. Do you do everything? Do you cater to all people? Are you the jack of all trades? Let's stop that. I'm not saying don't be multifaceted. I'm not saying don't do all things, but try to get your niche and stick to that. You might have multiple companies and you might have multiple things that you do, but understand your audience when you're speaking, understand what is your profit puppy, so to speak, what you make the most money on, what drives you and what drives your income, and focus on that. And then there will be opportunities to speak on the other things that you do at the appropriate times. Oh, you do that as well? That's amazing. I want to do that too, right? So, but focus in, because you got to give people a path and a doorway to you. In terms of your pitch, in terms of what you're talking about, that you do with folks, make sure that you're very specific. It's much better to say that I cater to, catering directors, folks that are around 35 to 45, that are running, catering department and are looking for staff to help them out with their events, than me saying I work with all people all over the place. Right now, if you're hearing this, there might be somebody that you have in mind. Oh yeah, I know a 40-year-old that runs a catering department. Let me send them Cameron's way, because he can send them staffing. It gives people a very specific thought in their mind, especially in the New York City, Westchester area, hint, man, it gets people thinking. If you're very specific in the types of referrals, the type of business that you want to do, it gives people an idea. If I say that I provide waiters and bartenders and chefs for your catered events, specifically for those that are looking to do upscale parties where they're either socializing with colleagues, or they are doing a specific kind of social party, or they are marketing their brand, it gives you a very specific idea in your head and allows you to go down a path. Much better than, hey, we will work with any party, any budget. No, I don't really want to work with any budget. I want to work with a bigger budget. Give me an event that we can actually do great work with and bring added supplies and really allow us to show off our creativity and our fun and our specialities. Those are the people that I want to work with. That's exactly who. Not everybody, not any budget. Stop doing it all yourself, right? So do you do everything? Are you in your company, in your job? Are you the marketing person? Are you the accountant? Are you the chief bottle washer, right? You're cleaning the floors, and I do it all. I'm a small company. So yes, I'm emptying the waste baskets, but I have 4 kids. So even certain things like that, where I've said, well, it's my office, it's my home. I got to empty the garbage. Hey, I got a lovely 12-year-old that needs to learn some responsibility. They can take out the recycling. It'd be great for them to learn the opportunity, get your kids involved, understand these are ownership principles, get them involved in it. If you don't have children and you need to, if you're spending, how much money is your time worth if you're spending 2, 3, 4 hours on any given day doing cleaning and chores? What can you offload? What can you have somebody else do what would make sense in terms of the money that you would pay out and the time that you would gain back, so you can focus on what you're great at. We were talking about this tidbit in Master Networks today, and I was recommending the book 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. And just sort of in terms of the idea of being able to offload your work to a virtual assistant, using companies like Fiverr. Are you struggling over designing your logo? Are you not really that creative? Offload it. Get something that's going to be far superior. We just had a client where logos were low res, weren't really useful, were stuck together. The web designer didn't really help them out and give them a high resolution. I went to Fiverr for about $30. They were able to create high resolution files, separate all the images, really create some great images that they are now able to go and use that with whatever they want to, send it to the next web designer, use it themselves for their own marketing materials and email marketing and all that good stuff. $30. How much time did you spend putting together, a graphic or something? Would $30 be appealing to you? Get it done, offload it, figure it out, talk to somebody that's done it before, and get that work off your plate. Get the frustration off your plate. Focus on the things that you truly enjoy. So reading that book, 4-Hour Workweek. Oh, 4-Hour Workweek sounds good. What it's talking about is 4 hours of actual crappy stuff that you hate dealing with that is impossible to offload. It just doesn't make sense to offload. But the rest of the time, you're really focusing on your passion. So it doesn't seem like work. It just seems like fun. That's what you want to do. You want to focus on your passion. You want to focus on the things that you enjoy. One of the things that's come out of pivoting in this time of pandemic and everything for me is I really enjoy talking to people. I really enjoy helping people. I really enjoy providing advice and counsel. These days where I'm sort of doing it like this, one-on-many with you, is something that I enjoy, but I much prefer having the conversations. These kind of days where I don't have somebody on, it pushes me to sort of develop the content and make sure that my message is concise. Honestly, if you think I'm doing a great job, I appreciate you. I got to get better at it. It's something that I'm trying to bring up my game, and I'm talking to people to focus that so I can get my game to where when I do these one-to-many kind of talks, it's really engaging, it's really good content, and we're bringing people in, we're getting the comments, we're getting the kind of engagement that I want to create with this. Start living more. If you're grinding it out at your desk, if you're doing everything, how do you feel? You probably don't feel particularly great. One of the things that's sort of been mind elevating for me is getting a schedule down every morning. And I'm working on my morning routine, but this is what I got so far is pretty good. 6 a.m. I wake up, personal exercise with my wife, Teresa. And then at 7 a.m., the kids are getting up. We have the 4 kids, 13-year-old is going to be 14 in August, 12-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And they all get up, and then we come back to the house. We grab them, take them to the park for 7 to 8:30. So the first part of the day, it's communal with nature. It's communal with my wife. It's communal with myself. Getting some thinking time in, maybe squeezing in a podcast on the headphones. But I'm getting the exercise in. I'm getting my body ready to go for the day. It gets my mind in state. So really get out. And then I break up my day because I'm doing lots of Zooms like many people are right now. This morning started off with a 9 a.m. Zoom. I'm doing this presentation now. I was on a phone call earlier. I'm going to go right into a 12 o'clock MPI Westfield session. Anybody that's an event planner that's watching this, you gotta come on, contact me. I'll send you the link. We'll get you in to our 12 o'clock session. Rob Genovese is going to be talking about branding. Such a great mind. It's really helped me with my branding, and he can definitely help you with yours. We'll be talking about personal branding, which everybody needs help on their personal branding. I don't care who you are. You can always get better in that department. In terms of living more, I break up my day. So at 1 o'clock, around about, I go out with one of my kids, and we actually have a sign-up sheet. So each of my children, because I have 4 children again, can sign up, and that way I'm getting some one-on-one time with them. And I get a break in my day. I'm working so hard for my family, so I actually get to experience my family during the day. Now, I know there's some folks that, right now, maybe you're on the front lines, you're working, so you are busy. Maybe there's other folks that when we get back to work, you won't be able to spend time with your family in the middle of the day. There's other ways to schedule that time in, whether it's in the morning or the evening or on a weekend. And speaking of weekends, so as we get to the weekend, my Saturdays are for family and friends, and my Sundays are for my wife, right? For those of you who have relationships, what are you doing to make sure that most important relationship in your life is being looked after and taken care of? Schedule time for your loved ones, right? Start living more. Start enjoying. What are you working for if not for those personal relationships and happiness in your life, right? So important. And when you're happy in your life, I guarantee you the work is a lot more fun because you understand what you're getting up for. You understand what you're grateful for. It's a lot easier to have that attitude of gratitude that everybody talks about, right? Start doing more in terms of all this, right? It all leads up to this, right? If I'm focused, if I'm mentally acute and focused, if I'm taking time for myself, so now I'm waking up a little bit earlier, I get 10 minutes in of quiet time, just mental peace, and I just meditate for 10 minutes. Quiet time allows me to think about and focus on what I want to get done in that day. When I'm focused on my goals and I'm goal-oriented, I get more done. So have your goals, think about your goals, figure out when the best time for you is to write down the goals for the day. It might be the night before, it might be that morning, but get it done. If you don't have enough time to write down your goals, your problem is not time. It's that you're not focused. All right. Worry less. One foot in front of the other. Don't worry about anything else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You're awesome. You have a great story to tell. Somebody else really wants to hear your story. You're valuable. People love you. You are important. Don't worry about the noise. Don't worry about the haters. One foot in front of the other. Tackle one task at a time. The next task may need to be goal setting, and the next step after that may be working on that goal. That's how you get it done. One step, one day at a time, 1 minute, 1 second at a time. Get it done. Be goal-oriented. Be focused. If you need help, you know how to get in touch with me. Leave a comment. Email me. Facebook message me. YouTube message me. We'll get together and we'll work on your product, your brand, on your life. We'll get it done for you. I'm looking forward to having that conversation. My name is Cameron Toth, CEO of Toth Event Staffing. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you are watching this on Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube and subscribe. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is intelligent. If you watch it, I promise you benefit. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T.